Greetings. I take it I'm kind of famous for that gesture. Greetings. Well, okay. Now, I'm a bit of a scientist and engineer by trade and by training, and I like to understand how things work. So one way to understand how things work is you make a model, a theoretical and empirical model. So I want to understand our government, not just in Sioux Falls, you know, the whole government, and trying to understand how it works. And if we understand how it works, then maybe we can make it better. Now, if you've followed the current election at all, you can tell there's a lot of unhappy people out there in our country. So something needs to give. We need to figure out what's going on. In a democracy, elections are like the big deal. That's what changes everything. And if you can control the elections, you can control the government. And if you can control the government, you can control laws in the world. Pretty cool. That's how it goes. Now, in our culture, advertising is really important in elections. If you have more money, better funded campaign, you get more ads, more votes. But on the downside, you know, if you're some poor schmuck, no rich friends, no money, no chance. All right, so important thing here is that elections are expensive. You need some rich bankers. And corporations, man, budgets on elections out of this world. And there's a few rich families who spend about $1 billion. That's a lot of money. With elections, with expensive elections, if you're running for especially state or national office, you're kind of stuck as a politician because you have to seek the favor of these rich donors. Now, that's a real problem. If you're having to chase campaign funds all the time, you're always looking for how does this decision affect these people who might contribute to my campaign? And then as soon as that happens, the people, we don't do so very well. And if you think about that for too long at all, you might think that, oh my gosh, we're going to get systemic corruption just due to campaign finance being so thoroughly skewed in favor of very rich people. Now, I did say it's very difficult to maintain integrity under these conditions, so that means it's still humanly possible, but you know, it's hard, and if we could change campaign finance, we might be able to change quite a bit. Now, if you look around in South Dakota, say, I think we have a regressive tax structure where poor people pay a greater percentage of their income in taxes than rich people. We've got stuff like payday loans that have 300% interest rates, and somebody benefits from this, and it's not the poor people. It's probably people who financed somebody's elections. Oh, and if you think about screwed up elections, it explains lots of other stuff like loss of rights for the peasants and more power for the rich. Anyway, there's a big list of stuff that is explained quite nicely by this short little model I have of modern American government. And just because things are bad doesn't mean they have to stay that way. As usual, you know, I don't just go and complain about this and complain about that. I make recommendations. Now, as a nation, if we could change the rules of campaign finance, we would change the world. Because then, you know, state and national politicians wouldn't be stuck chasing after campaign funds. They'd be more free to listen to us people. So anyway, hey, I got 30 seconds, and I'd like to bid you all a good evening, and there we go. That's my talk for the night.
Good night, David. Thank you.